with services you can trust. They provide you with ASC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sale, authorized police towing and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771. That's 973-762-8771. When we come back, we're going to get into the article regarding what's going on as far as parental involvement is concerned. And we're also going to talk about the 5 things you need to know about the Department of Education findings on our education system rife with inequities. We'll be right back.
This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org to let us know your opinion.
A new kind of talk comes to South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience in April. Join award-winning journalist and civil rights activist Walter Fields weekly as he discusses being black in South Orange and Maplewood, race and the suburban experience. Black in the Burbs will examine public education, the treatment of black youths, police and community relations, and black business development and faith. The show will serve as a forum for community dialogue. Join Walter Fields on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience for Real Talk coming in April.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require a U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Get into the discussion at 973-327-3626. This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear your opinion. You can log on to showmore.org or give us a call at 973-327-3626. You are listening to In the Village with Anselm on South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For more, go to showmore.org to participate in the discussion.
one day, this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Segregated schools were and are inferior schools. We still haven't fixed them 50 years after Brown versus Board of Education. And the inferior education they provided, then and now, helps explain the pervasive achievement gap between today's black and white students.
I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream for this.
When we take those tests, even when black and Latino students score at the top of the distribution, so even when black and Latino students do very well using the biased and absurd indicators that we use in this country, they're still 40% less likely to be put into an advanced placement class or an honors class in high school than white students who scored in the middle of the distribution. So you have average white students, according to this criteria, and of course the criteria is bogus, but understand it's the one we use. Using this criteria, white students who are merely average are still more likely to have advanced or accelerated classes once they get to high school. Now what does that mean? It means that those students are going to get more prepared for the SAT, right? They're going to get more prepared for the ACT, they're going to take the test, and they're going to do better. And we're going to act shocked when people of color do worse on a test that they were systemically excluded from preparing for, as if that is a surprise. I mean, black and Latino students of whatever socioeconomic status, 2.5 times more likely than whites to be put into remedial classes, where they're not going to receive the same instruction, they're not going to have the same coursework, they're not going to be challenged in the same way, right? And so we then act surprised when in 11th grade they take the SAT, the ACT, they don't do as well, and then our society says, well, now you're not capable of going on to college, or at least not that college, because you're not as smart as somebody else over here. The fact that the structure of the educational system guaranteed that you would not do as well, virtually assured it, is something we don't want to talk about. But that's the systemic issue.
And I really view education as the civil rights fight of our generation, that we have a moral obligation to do something dramatically better for children and to do it now. Our children have one chance at a quality education, and if we don't provide it, I think we perpetuate poverty and we perpetuate social failure. So this is an extraordinary opportunity, but this is a fight to me that's about a lot more than education. It's really a fight for social justice. It's the right thing to do for children. It's the right thing to do for our economy. If we want to continue to grow as a country, we need an educated workforce. And so this is a huge opportunity, but I want to work with a huge sense of urgency as fast as we can. Our children need and deserve it, and our country needs it.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. Again, it's the right thing to do. That's what you just hear in the audio. It's the right thing to do. Why is it so problematic if we have individuals who are trying to do the right thing in the community? Why is that so problematic? Here we have the government. This is not some little fly-by-night resident of South Orange or Maplewood. This is the U.S. government Department of Education. So here are 5 things from this report that we can say about the Department of Education findings. First one, access to advanced classes. You just hear about that in the audio. This is the Department of Education report. You read the report in NewJersey.com, same thing. You read the report in the Washington Post, same thing. There is just the same ideas resonating over and over and over, but coming from different avenues and different individuals and organizations. Now, it says access to advanced classes as one of the 5 things we need to know about the Department of Education findings. STEM, S-T-E-M, is the buzzword in education these days. Education in the field of science, S, technology, T, and engineering, E, and math, M, STEM, is considered critical for students to succeed in the global marketplace. Yet, the Education Department of the United States of America found that there was a significant lack of access to core classes like algebra, geometry, biology, and chemistry for many students. That lack of access was particularly striking when it came to minorities. A quarter of high school with the highest percentage of Black and Latino students do not offer Algebra 2. A third of these schools do not offer chemistry, the department said. And it's not just a lack of access to core curriculum subjects. Only a quarter of Blacks and Latino students were enrolled in an advanced placement class, which allow high school students to earn college credits, and fewer than 1 in 5 scored high enough generally to get college credits. Even as Black and Latino students represent 40% of the enrollment in schools offering gifted and talented programs, they represent only a quarter of the students in their schools enrolled in them. And what's wrong if in South Orange and Maplewood we have a gifted and talented program, and the gifted and talented program for a school that's predominantly kids of color? However, the gifted and talented program is predominantly otherwise. What's wrong if someone should ask a question? Why is that? It's a question. Let's find out why it is. And we have had that in South Orange and Maplewood quite often. And I've talked about it. There was the Gifted and Talented program, and then there was Project Ahead. In the Gifted and Talented program, there was a certain makeup, and in the Gifted and in the Project Ahead program, which was the slower kids, there was more predominantly another makeup. And the question have to be asked, why is that? Now, Christopher Edmond, a professor of science education at Teachers College in Columbia University, said, if a school doesn't offer advanced math and science classes, students are told they are not expected to take those classes. There's nothing more severe in contemporary America, particularly as it relates to youth of color, that the soft bigotry of low expectation, Edmund said. These inequities in the availability of science and math classes show young people that not much is expected of them. It highlights a subtle and severe bias that we could collectively suffer from as our STEM jobs continue to go unfilled and our young refuse to be scientists and engineers. This is the Department of Education. This is not an individual talking about this. The Department of Education is telling us, listen, we have to make changes. We have to do things differently for the betterment of all the kids. And let's stop making excuses. The easiest thing to do is to make excuses. Let's find solutions to the problem. Time check. The time is approximately 8:45 p.m. That time check was brought to you by Semper Alexander Computer Consultants, where they implement core